Trans fats. You've heard the term. You probably know you should be careful.
Calorie counts on some menu items.
Sugary drinks.
We're overhauling these labels to make them easier to read and understand.
I'm Peter Lurie, Executive Director of the Center for Science in the Public Interest. We're America's food and health watchdog, and every day we go to work for you to make the food system and the food supply safer and more nutritious. Social change in America is not something that happens overnight. It's something that you have to be in there for years, slogging day in, day out, in the courts, in the states, in local communities, in the halls of Congress. CSPI is the organization that does that. You see an added sugar line on Nutrition Facts Panel. In fact, you see the Nutrition Facts Panel at all, thanks to us. You see calorie counts on menu labels. You will see a listing of all the allergens that appear in those foods. What you don't see is trans fat. What you don't see are certain carcinogens that we got banned. You won't see certain misleading claims on products, and you won't find soda and junk food in school kids' meals. When I look back at the 50 years of CSPI's history, what strikes me most is the way in which we have stayed true to our original vision. The original vision was about using science to influence public policy, and that's the very same vision that we have today. Often people can't see our faces because we're behind the scenes when all this takes place, but it takes years and years of work in order to be able to bring a bill to fruition, get a federal agency to take action, to get a label to be changed.
When CSPI is on your side, you're going to have science, you're going to have data, you're going to be on the right side of the issue, and over time, you're going to be successful because that's what CSPI is all about.
As important as it is to hold others accountable for their actions, it's important to hold yourself accountable as well. And one way in which we do that is by taking no donations from either government or industry. That way, we're able to speak the truth when it needs to be spoken.
CSPI has been doing critical work on the COVID-19 pandemic and the issues it has brought to light in our communities.
Early on in the pandemic, CSPI decided to establish ourselves as a place where you could go for the truth, where the unvarnished scientific information was there for all to judge, and where any improper claims could be counteracted. CSPI was there in the halls of Congress to advocate for school meals, nutrition assistance, and protection for workers.
There are a number of great champions out in communities all across the United States of America, but certainly one of the strongest is the Center for Science in the Public Interest, CSPI.
CSPI's next 50 years will be grounded in the same principles of scientific rigor and transparency that informed its first 50 years. We're moving into new areas now. We're looking more into health equity. We're looking more into access to food for poor and impoverished communities. We're moving into the state and local areas in ways that we were not able to before. And we're developing comprehensive policies in restaurants, retail, and elsewhere in the food system. I'm as excited about the next 50 years of CSPI as I am about what we've accomplished in the first 50.